YouTube. Back again with another live stream. But this time we back. I got a lot of explaining to do to you guys, bro. A lot of explaining to do to you guys. So, anyway, we're going to be playing American Truck Simulator. We got 767 miles to drive, 13 hours and 12 minutes. We're going to be taking my custom built, Peterbilt 389. It's a stretch frame, extra large sleeper. Also comes with a custom trailer as well. Had both of them built at the same time. 8-inch pipe, straight piped. This truck is a fucking beast. I love this truck with everything in me. This is actually the truck that I use the most in American Truck Simulator, so this is what we're going to be driving today. Anyway, we are going to be hauling a load of... Let's go ahead and check the paperwork. We're going to be hauling a load of... Does it not fucking tell me what it is? Grain. There you go. Right there at the top. Damn. Listen, if that don't show you guys that I have not been on my computer in a hot damn minute, I don't know what will. So, unfortunately, my microphone does not come with any noise suppression, or if it does, I don't know how to activate it as of just right now. So you're probably going to be hearing my paddle shifters on my steering wheel clicking. Along with every other little fucking noise that you know winds up happening. So I'm gonna apologize for any of the little noises, any of the clicking that you're gonna hear from my paddle shifters, you know, stuff like this. Apologize if y'all hear that. But we're gonna be hauling some grain all the way from Colorado to Oklahoma. And guys, these are the two new states that we have. We have Nebraska and Oklahoma. I've got to get caught up on this game because I'm missing almost... Before I bought Nebraska and Oklahoma, I was missing 9 states. So as of right now, we're missing Washington, Oregon, Montana, Wyoming, Kansas, Missouri, and Arkansas. And I think they're coming out with Louisiana down here pretty soon, along with, what is it? I think they're working on Iowa too, and they're working on another one. They're working on like 3 other different states right now that they're fixing to come out with. So, really looking forward to those. But anyway, we're 41,347 pounds. We're going from Fort Collins to Oklahoma City. So, like I said, we're going to be driving, and I'm not going to be doing anything but explaining to you why I have not been on YouTube, why I have not been on my computer. It is a shit ton. So ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, get comfortable, and let's go for this ride. If you guys are interested in this truck, you can find this truck. It's not going to be in my description because this is an old link that I used that is no longer available. But this is called the Viper build. Viper's 389 is what this is called. And the trailer, honestly, forgot where I got it from. Might go live. I might live stream another video, and if I can find the links, the right links that'll actually work for you guys, I'll put them down in the description so y'all can have these mods yourself. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. Buckle up, get comfortable. We've got a long way to go. So, first off, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Good. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Doing the best I can, taking it day by day. So starting off, I am going to go ahead and say that 7 months ago, well, about a year ago, as you guys know, Helene hit the northern kind of southern, well, the eastern part of the U.S. I'm not going to make that term. So, unfortunately, we got a major impact from Hurricane Helene. It did a substantial amount of damage to our home property, to the homes around us. It really tore a lot of stuff up, and it put everybody in a huge financial, you know, I guess pit. So as of right now, we have, did I just hit that trailer? I think I did. We have been in a huge financial pit. I'm not gonna make that turn. What the hell is that, bro? Why would y'all, bro? Why would y'all put that right there? I'm not gonna make that turn. It's just making my life harder. Why would y'all put the trailer? The damn trailer. to, you know, get repairs done. There were even people around my neighborhood that had trees on top of their houses, trees laying on top of their cars. Homes were being completely, I guess, fucking destroyed, you could say it. I mean, the road above me, I literally watched, they had to have a fucking crane, probably like, I'm not saying like a crane that you would see on top of like a skyscraper, but I'm saying like a crane, one of the biggest cranes that you can drive, lift probably a tree 4 times the size of my truck off the top of their house. So Chimney Rock, if y'all have ever heard of Chimney Rock, North Carolina, I'm not too far from that. Chimney Rock got fucking swept away, and I was in Chimney Rock with my mother a month before Helene hit. And the stores that we went into completely washed away. Nothing left, no foundations, I mean, nothing. I mean, it was just fucking destroyed. To the point where they found like dead animals, carcasses laying on the roadway. The roads were washed away. It's awful. Chimney Rock is still wiped away. We're a year into this later, and we're still making repairs from this major storm that we had, which is one of the biggest reasons that I have not been on YouTube, watching my social media. If you guys follow me on TikTok, you know I post my truck on TikTok all the time. I really haven't even been on TikTok much here lately, and 2 reasons why. One, because I've been working my tail off trying to get these repairs made from Helene. Me and my mother both have been working our tails off. Some company that's through the government, I think named FEMA or something like that, they are not worth a fuck. When I say that, they are not worth a single fuck. It took them 8 fucking months. Like, okay, so Helene tore the gutters off my house. It sent a power surge through our breaker box, which was like a $5,000 fix. It blew the compressor up in our refrigerator in the kitchen. I mean, it caused a bunch of shit with the amount of repairs that we've done. Just the cost and repairs that we've made, within the past year. I mean, it's been substantial. I mean, this is the worst storm that we have ever got in North Carolina, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure when Helene hit North Carolina, it was still a Category 3. And, I mean, it was just complete chaos. Right before the storm hit, I mean, you would, go to the gas station to get gas for your generators, and there would be, cars lined up for miles. I remember we went to this one gas station 30 minutes away from my house because we thought that maybe, by the grace of God, we could get in that gas station and be able to get some gas for our generator. We waited 3 hours to get 1 can of gas just to fill the generator up. 1 can. So it got to the point where we were only able to run our generator at night, and I mean, it was just a fucking shit show, to be honest with you. It was ridiculous. I mean, so FEMA, they're not worth a fuck. We tried to work something out with them for 8 months. Didn't get anywhere with them. One of the other reasons that I haven't really been on YouTube is because, and I know you guys are probably gonna call me a fucking whatever you wanna fucking call me. I guess a simp. I guess you could call me. I met a girl, and I'm extremely happy with this girl. She has literally made my life 10 times easier from what it used to be. It all started out rough, but we're 7 months in and things are smooth. They're going good. I'm happy where I'm at. So I've been dedicating a lot of my time, to my relationship. A lot of the friends that I used to talk to, I don't talk to anymore. I mainly just stay to myself. I've made some changes in my life, and a lot of people haven't liked it. And unfortunately, I can't say anything other than, it's not something that they done. It's the fact that I've done this for the better of me. I wanted to be a better person than who I was, because the way I was turning out, I thought my life was going good when really I was just going through a bottomless pit. So I turned myself around. I've been trying to do better with myself, been trying to, focus mainly on my relationship, trying to, keep the woman of my dreams happy. Hell, if y'all go back and watch a couple of my live streams from before, y'all will probably notice a huge difference in the way I used to talk and the way I talk now. I was very immature back then, and just with the amount of time that I've taken away from YouTube, off of social media, away from everybody else, and just staying to myself and keeping my circle small with just me, my family, and my lovely, lovely girlfriend in the picture, a lot has changed for me, and a lot is going better for me. So, as of today, it is the 29th of May. We are still working on making repairs to our home from the damages that Helene costed us. So, we went without a refrigerator for 8 months. No food, no drinks. We would always have to we went out and ate places for like 8 months, 9 months straight. And that's all we could do. So, we finally were able to get a refrigerator. We've got mostly everything fixed. The power surge was fixed, I think these things are bugged. So, I'm gonna have to go around them. These things are still blinking. We were able to get the power surge fixed right after Helene hit. And then got our refrigerator just a couple weeks ago, actually. So as of right now, everything's starting to, we're starting to get on smoother roads as of right now. But things are still challenging. So that's one of the biggest reasons I haven't been on YouTube, is because me and my mom, we've been working so hard to try to get everything back in order the way we had it before Helene took it all away. So it's been a struggle. It's been a real struggle. So I haven't completely made my decision yet. I don't know. Now that I've kept my circle small and I've kind of just backed off from everybody, I'm not sure if I really want to continue doing live streams. I hate to break it to you guys like that. And I know over the past few months I've probably lost dozens of subscribers because I haven't posted in months. But I hope this stream kind of, gives y'all the answer of why, and just kind of how much has been going on. I've learned that I've got priorities that I need to prioritize and put those first. Those priorities being taking care of my mom, supporting this relationship that I'm in with everything that I've got. Most importantly, trying to do the manly thing and fix these damages from Helene. Because I don't know if a lot of you guys know, I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandfather passed away when I was 16. And I'm just under a month. I'm actually tomorrow marks 1 month, 30 days, and I will be turning 21 years old. watching my streams, I'm gonna tell you, stay young while you can. Life is fucking hard. Once you get to 18, you'll truly understand just how hard life is, and it is a smack in the face, because it was for me. Prepare yourselves while you've got time. Be a kid while you can. Because I mean, being an adult is easy. I mean, it's something that's really, really hard, especially when it comes to natural disasters, work, financial states, stuff like that. When I say financial, I mean like money situations. You don't have the money to get what you need. I mean, stuff like that's hard. And I mean, you're gonna go through things like that in life. And if you're out there younger than 18, y'all need to be preparing yourselves for this stuff. It's something that's not easy. I never thought I would have to see the day. I was always raised, having everything I could ever want. Now that I've turned 21, well, now that I'm 20, about to turn 21, life smacked me in the face, and it showed me just how much of a bitch it can be. I mean, excuse my language, but that's just the God's honest truth. It really shows you how hard life can be when you give it everything you could ever have, and all of a sudden, it's all gone. You have no money to go get what you want. You can't go anywhere. Can't afford to put gas in your car or truck. I mean, it's not easy. Work for what you get. You work for what you get. Say you go out and get a car, you can't afford to put gas in it, you can't drive it. You can't just go out and work what you want and stuff. Unfortunately, it's not how life works. It's not, man. It's not on my back. Life's not something you can just, life isn't all, roses and fucking dandelions and shit. One minute life's being easy, it's treating you well, you think everything's fine, and then something smacks you in the fucking face, something happens, you're in a fucking pit that you feel like you're not going to be able to get out of. One of the biggest things I want to tell you younger people out there is if you're working a job, save your money. Don't go out and blow it. You want something, go buy it. A lot of jobs now, they only pay bi-weekly, which means every 2 weeks. You get paid every 2 weeks. You want something, go spend it on one thing that you want. The rest of it, get what you need. Put a little bit of it in the savings in the bank, maybe, and then leave the rest of it. One thing I wish I would have done, I wish I would have saved my money right now, because I could have more than what I have now. As far as damages, I pretty much told you about what happened to my house in Chippy Rock, but we had people with trees on their houses, on their cars, roads were washed out, roads were flooded. I was actually a dumbass, and I decided, I've always been intrigued with storms. I was never really into science, but when we started learning about weather, that was the biggest thing that caught my attention, and I loved learning about weather. So I loved going out and being in storms. So I paid really, really close attention to stuff like that. And when Helene come through, I was like, shit, this is fucking cool. So I grabbed the keys of my truck and I left. And I mean, downpouring rain, thunder and lightning, winds were wind gusts of 80 miles an hour and up. So I'm driving a 7,000 pound truck. My truck's heavy. It takes a lot for that truck to hydroplane. If you're wondering, yes, I did hydroplane. The truck is fine. I didn't have a wreck or anything, but that's one of the closest calls that I've ever had in my life. And I remember my grandmother, who I call my mother, and my actual biological mother was with me. And we were driving in uptown Shelby while it was raining. The speed limit is 25 miles an hour up there. us being 60 to 80 miles an hour, gusts of up to 90 miles an hour. And these big trees in my backyard, and as soft as my backyard is, I'm not fixing to risk leaving my siblings in this house and one of those trees fall on this house and kill them. So I come back home, we grab my siblings, packed up a bag of snacks and stuff because we didn't know how long the storm was going to last. We all jumped in the truck, packed it full, and my truck seats 8 people. I had that truck completely slammed full of my family. And I remember I was driving 30 miles an hour because the rain had let up just a little bit, and so did the wind. And we were on our way to, I'm not going to name this town, but we were on our way to this little town that's about another 7 to 8 minutes away from my house, the opposite direction of where I was when that tree fell on us. And all I remember is going down this big hill, and it comes up, there's 2 fields, it's woods on both sides with a house, and then there's a house on the right, woods on the left, woods on the right once you pass the house, and then it opens up into 2, fields, like farmers' fields. The field to my right, to get into it, had to be level. There was a big ditch that was probably, I'd say 10 to 20 foot deep. I mean, it was a big ditch, deep, really steep. So I'm starting to climb up this hill to get to this little town. And all I can remember is my entire windshield went into nothing but water. My windshield wipers quit working because it was so heavy on the windshield wipers. And I remember starting to feel my truck slide off to the right. So I tried to turn it to the left because I thought maybe my alignment was out too in this situation. So I didn't know if it was my alignment or if I was hydroplaning, if I was just coasting across the road and coasting across water. It was worst case scenario. I was coasting across water and I lost complete control of my 7,000 pound Yukon. So I turned my wheel to the left as far as I could, and I'm still skidding off to the right. And at this point it's scaring the immortal shit out of me. Because I'm sitting here thinking I'm fixing to roll this fucking truck. So at the last second, I started to feel my truck dip down on the passenger side. I've got the kids with me, I've got my mom, I've got my grandmother, I've got my stepdad. Everybody's in my truck. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, this is it. This is where we all either get killed or we all get really hurt. And my truck ends up totaled. At the last second, my truck grips the road, or it grips either the road or the grass on the shoulder of the road. And all I remember is how hard my truck jerked back up onto the road. It flung everybody to the passenger side of the truck, including me, and I had a seatbelt on. I remember being able to feel the body of the truck. My truck's tall, so I remember feeling the body of the truck just roll over to the passenger side, and I'm sitting here thinking, is this thing gonna fucking flip? By the grace of God, my truck did not flip, and I was able to regain control, and we were able to continue to the town that we were going to sit in the Ingles parking lot at. So we sat in the Ingles parking lot. We were all just trying to, regain our composure because we've already had 2, very, very close calls, dangerous close calls here. Luckily, the kids and my stepdad wasn't with me the first time, but the second time I feel was a little bit worse than the first. So we get to Ingles, we sit there for a couple of hours, the rain lights up, the sun starts to shine a little bit. We're thinking this shit's over. So I see a buddy of mine sitting in the Ingles parking lot. He's saying, what the hell's going on? Power's out everywhere. Keep in mind, there's no power within a 50-mile radius. I'm an hour away from Charlotte, an hour away from Asheville, Charlotte, Chimney Rock, all the way up to Hickory, Marion, even Raleigh, which is our capital. And Raleigh's 3.5 hours from where I'm at, has no fucking power. So the entire state's pretty much out of power. that tree was falling on top of my truck and where I hydroplaned really bad and we almost got killed. I'd have to find them. I don't know exactly where they're at, or I would include them in this live stream. But once I do find them, I will more than likely post them. Y'all just stay tuned for that. I don't know when it'll be. I don't know how soon it'll be, but it just kind of depends on what my schedule looks like. But as of right now, my schedule is completely full. So when I'm able to catch a break, I'll do some digging and see if I can find these videos. My dash cam as of right now has sadly went out on me, so my dash cam is not working anymore. Probably gonna try to pull the SIM card out of it, hook it up to my computer, and pull some of the videos off of it, and go from there. But as of right now, my schedule's completely booked. But worst storm we've ever had since I think Hugo hit North Carolina as well. Now remember, Georgia's right down below us, and I have a buddy that lives in Georgia, and even he said they didn't get hit as hard as we did. So that's kind of what confused me a little bit. Unless they just got hit with the outskirts of it and it just smacked us fucking head on. But I mean, it was rough. The amount of damages that we sustained from Hurricane Helene within a 300-mile radius was fucking absurd. Even 400 or 500-mile radius. 'Cause I got told that it hit as far as up as West Virginia, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, places like that. I heard it got fucking slammed there too. But I just remember I watched a guy on YouTube, and I can't remember his YouTube channel, but I have heard of him before, and I can't remember the name of his channel now. But he went up to Chimney Rock himself and started hiking up, the sides of the mountains, because Chimney Rock was inaccessible. The roads were washed away, the bridges were washed away, everything was flooded. There were boulders the size of 18-wheelers laying in the middle of the road. I mean, from where Chimney Rock has a river that flows down straight through the middle of it. That river used to be, let's see, if y'all guys know how big a Yukon is, just an SUV. Take an SUV, for example, and you can probably line 2 or 3 of these SUVs up across that river, and that's how long it was. That's how wide it was. It wasn't wide, it was maybe ankle deep in the most shallow places, and maybe waist deep in the deepest places. I mean, this thing was like a creek, but it was considered a river. This river, by the time Helene got done coming through and all that water was washing down the mountain, was probably wide enough to line 3 18-wheelers across the banks. And probably, and the way it looked, because I seen videos of the flooding, the flooding and everything, the amount of flooding that we had, probably, that water was probably deep enough to sink one of these 18-wheelers standing on its nose with a trailer on it and completely submerge it. I don't necessarily know how deep the water is, but our meteorologist guests, they guessed the water to be at least 60 foot deep. It was ridiculous. Broad River near my house was the bridge that we drive across on Highway 74, right near Ingalls. That bridge is probably 40 foot, 50 foot from the water, and the water was damn near touching the bridge. I mean, so you guys want to talk about some scary shit. This was one of the scariest things that I'd ever encountered in my life. And I understand now why storm chasers, sit here and bring up the fact that, hey, don't sit here and fucking play with weather, because this shit can kill you. Y'all think tornadoes are bad. Y'all can gain a distance on a damn tornado. They may be a mile and a half wide. I think the largest recorded tornado was 2.5 miles wide. 2.5 miles, I mean, that's pretty big for a fucking storm, but if you think about a hurricane, they cover hundreds of miles. Hurricanes, I mean, something Mother Nature's proved to me is that hurricanes are one of the most dangerous things in the entire damn world. Very fascinating. The way they work is really cool. Would I ever go and drive out in another hurricane? Hell no. Kiss my ass. I will not. I will never in a million years ever go and drive in another damn hurricane. Ever. I cannot risk my life driving in another damn hurricane. One of the scariest things I've ever done in my life. The amount, it's like I said, the amount of damage that we had is one of the most horrific things that I've ever seen in my life. And I seriously, I can't imagine seeing anything worse. I mean, it was that bad. I can't imagine seeing anything worse than what we witnessed with Helene. I know it's possible, but I pray to God that He, does not let that happen, at least around here. I don't ever want to see anything worse than what Helene did to my state, my hometown. It was, I mean, I'm speechless. I'm still, at this point, speechless about how much, damage we had. All the debris that I witnessed flying around driving in this storm. It was just one of the most scariest things that I'd ever witnessed in my life, and I never want to witness it again. So that's pretty much the story about Helene, and there's even more that goes along with it. So I mean, me not being on YouTube, that's on me. But to be honest, I haven't had the motivation, and I haven't even had the time to get on YouTube and stream for you guys. I've been having problems with my computer ever since Helene come through. As I said, it blew our compressor up on the refrigerator. It messed my computer up, blew 3 TVs up in my house. Actually, the winds were so strong, the oak trees in my backyard. The backyard is soft. My front yard doesn't have the softest soil. I literally had a pecan tree in my front yard uprooted because of how strong these winds were. And I've got this, my yard is a mix of sand, clay, and regular topsoil and dirt and stuff like that. It's a mix, so it spots around. The place that this tree uprooted was in a sandy kind of clay, red clay area. The amount of strength that it took to sit there and uproot a healthy pecan tree, produce pecans every year, never failed. For it to sit there and uproot that tree the way it did was out of this world. And I remember seeing trees that were, twice the size of an 18-wheeler on the front end around the trunk. And, it'd take, 10 to 14 people to wrap around the trunks, and these trees just uprooted. Just like pulling a weed out of the ground. I mean, it's just like pulling a weed out of your yard. I kind of, all the soil. You're on a traffic stop. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. You're over there. I'm over here. Anyway, you pull a weed out of your yard, and the soil kind of piles up into like a mound. That's what these trees were doing. The size of the root balls on the bottom of these trees were fucking massive. Unfortunately, this storm, we did have fatalities. We had trees fall on people walking. We had trees fall on people driving. We had trees fall on people in houses. I was something that they could have done better to prevent, what was going on. When in reality, there's no stopping anything. There's no stopping. And the way this world's going today, there's rumors going around. Oh, the Russians, they've got a satellite up in space that shot that storm directly toward the U.S. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Mother Nature, you can't predict. You can't predict Mother Nature, and a damn satellite is not going to send a storm directly in our path. That is something that Mother Nature did. The only person that can control this world, there's one person that can control this entire world, the universes, and every damn thing that has ever been made, and it is God Himself. Here it is. We had a long winter out here. One of the coldest winters we ever had out here. Horrible. Hated this winter. No, we got maybe an inch of snow for 2 or 3 inches of snow for a day. One day it would be 20 degrees, and then the next day it would be 50 degrees. Some days it's and as of right now we're almost in summer, and there's still days that we're having that are in the 50s, the 40s, and then there's some days where we're close to the hundreds. It's scary shit when you sit here and you think about it. I know people have their own beliefs, but for all the Christians out there that I've read their books, pay attention. Pay really close attention, because it's some scary shit. Helene was one of the worst disasters that I've ever witnessed in my 20 years of being on this earth. But that's enough talking about Helene, I guess. There's so much more that comes to it, but I don't want to waste the entire live stream. Let's talk about Helene. I've got 352 miles to go, so we've talked about Helene for a couple hundred miles. So, trying to think of another topic that we could go on just to change things up a little bit. Just talking about Helene. You're not hearing my jailbreaks on this. On a good note, though, everybody's still recovering. There is one thing that I do want to say about Helene. If you guys don't know how bad Helene was out here, y'all probably, I don't know if some of y'all watch the news. I know some of you don't. Some of you read up on this stuff. Some of you don't. Helene was so bad. This was the worst natural disaster that we had on the East Coast. That we had the National Guard out here. We had Marines, military. We had the military, National Guard. We had, law enforcement agencies from as far as Washington, D.C. Y'all look up Asheville, North Carolina, and then look up how far Asheville is from Washington, D.C., and y'all tell me how much it is, because I'm pretty sure it's like an 18-hour drive. We had law enforcement agencies from Washington, D.C., Georgia, Louisiana. State Highway Patrol was up here, and I remember seeing 2 of those Tahoes that they had up here. I remember seeing, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Arkansas as well was up here. Arkansas State Patrol was up here escorting an 18-wheeler, probably 80 miles an hour down the highway at like 2 o'clock in the morning one night. We had been out to try to, get more gas for the generator. And, Jesus, what was it right there? But, they were escorting this 18-wheeler like 80 wasn't far away, far away. I think it was maybe I don't know, probably Kentucky, Tennessee, somewhere around Tennessee Highway Patrol or something like that. That was escorting in the rear. Police agencies from all across the world, all kinds of different states, people that had driven. I'm pretty sure we had some Ontario Police Department out here too, which is in Canada. You sit there, you do the math, you look up how far these places are, and from North Carolina, and you'll see just how bad this storm was an impact on us. It was awful. It was absolutely horrendous. My neighbor had a tree fall on his truck in his wife's car. My neighbor has a garage. My other neighbor has a car garage on the other side of my property, and he's got pine trees that are lined up through his backyard. And I remember the wind gusts were strong enough to bend one of those trees over, and it was leaning really, really, really bad. And I'm surprised it stood as long as it did. But one day we had a storm come through, and it didn't. It wasn't windy or nothing. It was just raining really bad. And I was in the house in my room minding my business until I got a call from my neighbor, and she told my other neighbor. She told me, she was like, "Hey, I don't know if you've seen it, but one of Dale's pine trees just fell across your driveway, and it took the power lines with it." And I said, "What?" I thought it was weird. She said it took the power lines with it. We didn't lose power. So I'm sitting here thinking, there's no way. Excuse me, I'm gonna get a sip of my Dr. Pepper right quick. But anyway, I go and open up my front door, and sure enough, this pine tree has fell. It's took the power lines with it, and it's done everything but snap those power lines. The tree caught on fire. It was a disaster. I had to move my truck. I had to move all of my stuff away from this tree, just in case, this damn thing decided to engulf. It's a pine tree. They're flammable trees. So sure enough, the tree caught on fire. It wasn't a very big fire. The rain was keeping it down for the most part. But I called the fire department out here. They kept an eye on it until finally the damn tree caused the transformer on the power pole right across from my carport in my yard, in the middle of my yard, to blow up. And that's when we lost power. So the fire department left after that. Duke Energy come out, and they started making repairs. They cleaned the tree up, enough to get my truck in and out of my driveway. I was having to drive through my neighbor's front yard to be able to, get to where I was trying to go. So they finally come out, got the repairs done, got our power turned back on. My neighbor that owned the property come and cut the tree up, got it cleaned up. It was to the point where my driveway was blocked off, to the point where I had to take my truck in a chain and hook it to this tree and literally drag this tree out of my driveway. And this tree was probably, hell, I don't know, I want to say 100 foot tall. Maybe, I'm gonna say at most 80 to 100 foot tall at most. I had to take a chain of my truck and drag this tree out of my driveway. So it was a disaster. Fucking mess. So we're still just trying to get caught up on everything, because Gastonia, Asheville, Denver, Dallas, all these places in North Carolina, where I'm at, we still have damages that we have not repaired. Power lines are still laying on the road, even houses are still being repaired, trees are still being cleaned up. It's ridiculous. We're still, doing our best to continue to rebuild what we lost during this storm, which was, from what I understand, this storm caused $1.4 billion in damage in North Carolina alone. So we're still trying to make it through with what we've got. We don't have as many resources as we need right now. trying to stock back up on stuff like we had to do. We're still trying to get stocked back up on food from the amount of food that we've lost. And we are, I'm not trying to sound gross, we're very clean people. We are clean freaks. My grandmother is literally a fucking germaphobe. Damn, could you get on my ass anymore? Fuck, man. You don't get that close, take me out to dinner first. Fuck. Anyway, but it got to the point where we started having ants in the house. I found a couple spiders in my room, but we had to have a pest control company come out and spray to keep these, insects out of the house until we can get these repairs made. And sure enough, it worked. We got the repairs made. Nothing else is getting into the house, thank the heavens. I'm a country guy. Bugs don't really scare me, but my grandmother, one thing I can't stand is a bug in my house. I'm not gonna do it. So I had Neilon come out here and spray. We got the repairs made. Nothing's getting in the house, so that's the biggest thing. The only thing that we need to worry about as of right now to still repair is our door frame. We had a tree limb fall out of one of those big ass oak trees in my backyard, and it smacked the fuck out of my damn front door, and it busted the door frame all to shit. Well, it didn't bust the door frame, it busted my storm door open. And then I don't know who's doing it. My neighborhood has gotten weirder and weirder over time. Somebody actually kicked my front door in after Helene, a couple months after Helene hit, and that's what busted the door frame. We started having property damage, so I'm in the process right now of getting cameras put up to try to figure out who is, doing this stuff. And hey, by any chance, if you are the guy coming on my property causing these damages and you watch my videos, better watch yourself, buddy, because I'm gonna catch you. And if I catch you before the cops do, it ain't gonna be a good outcome. Anyway, but yeah, that's just kind of where we're sitting at right now after Helene, after all these damages. I've got huge dents in the side of my house. I mean, it's been a wreck. It's been a disaster. My front porch needs to be completely rebuilt because all the rain has rotted the pressurized wood that I built my front porch with. So, the whole entire front porch needs to be redone. Our house was almost deemed unlivable. It was that bad. So, as of right now, I think we're doing pretty good. My whole front yard was flooded. I had bald spots because of how much water and stuff had killed my grass. And if you guys know me real well, I'm really picky about my yard. I'm really picky about my lawn. And so right now, I've got a couple $1,000s just in the front yard trying to repair, flood damages from that. Just trying to make this place look like it did before the storm hit, but even better. So it's been hard, but we're making it. That's the biggest thing. We're making it. So but anyway, that's enough about Helene. I'm done with Helene. So that's already passed and done with. We're in 2025. The beginning of the year was rough, but we're making something out of it now. Thank God. So I'm glad to still have it. I'm grateful that none of us got hurt or killed during when we were driving through this storm. If any of you guys were impacted by Helene, let me know down in the comments, and I'll put you guys in my prayers 100%. So, anyway, enough about that. I guess let's go to my truck, because I know you guys haven't been seeing me post on TikTok much, and I'll tell you the reason why. My phone is screwed up. I can't use the top quarter part of my screen. I can use over half of it, but there's a little quarter in the top that I can't use because if I try to tap on something, it's like my finger. It doesn't recognize my finger. lifter's been good too. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and replace all 18 lifters and replace, or all 16 lifters. I don't know why I fucking said 18. That's a 16 valve, so I'm probably going to replace all 16 lifters and replace the cam in it. Call it quits with that. Just run it until something else that we can do. Another thing that needs to be fixed on it, I've got my fucking ball joints. Can't complain on that either. Have not touched the suspension the entire time we've had this truck, almost 14 years. My ball joints are shot. I've got a horrid death wall. I won't be going down the damn road and it does this right here. It'll do that right there. It's 40 to 50, sometimes 60. It'll do that, and it's my inner tie rod needs to be replaced too on the driver's side. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the whole front end redone too. Ball joints, tie rods, pitman arms, eyebrow arm, which is gonna cost me another $1,100 to fix. So when I get all that stuff fixed, I've got some more plans coming for it. I'm gonna get a set of tow mirrors for it. I'm getting some Cadillac roof racks, baby. Some Cadillac roof racks. I'm ready for those damn things to come in. Super excited to get those put on because they're gonna look so damn good. That chrome accent on those roof racks with the chrome wheels and the molding going down the sides of the doors and the bumpers. Baby, it's gonna look so damn good, especially with the grill too. I'm getting a new grill, actually. Getting new headlights. I'm getting chrome headlights instead of the smoked housings. The smoked housings look good on it, but I feel like that with the grill that I'm getting is fully chrome and it's a mesh grill. It's like an ollie grill almost. I feel like it's gonna look a shit ton better than it would, smoked housings. So I'm gonna go chrome on the whole front end. I'm excited for the stuff that I've got coming. Excited for the stuff that I've got coming for this truck. I hope y'all are excited for the plans that I've got for this truck because I'm fixing to dump a hell of a lot more money than I already have. Just take it. Oh my god, of course you're gonna make me do that. I'm literally 100 miles from this now. 150 miles. I'll be there in 20 fucking minutes. IRL time. Almost done with this. I mean, if you guys are, watching this, not on the night that I stream this, it is 6:20 a.m. in the morning, and I've been up all night with a splitting fucking headache, and I was waiting for my ibuprofen to kick in, that way I could go to sleep, but I wanted to get on here and tell you guys kind of why I haven't been on YouTube much, so, of course, there's a line. Come on, hurry up. But I guess while we wait, let's get a look at this pretty truck. Truck is just amazing. I don't know if you guys can tell, but if you look in the headlights, see that little DRL, watch it'll go dim right there. Around the top, goes around to the bottom underneath the, where the bulbs go in at. My headlights have those, and they're smoked housings, but I want to get some that are clears. Because they're going to look amazing. We are 72,312 pounds. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a safe journey. We got 144 miles to go. So hopefully we'll go ahead and knock this out. But that's just the main reason that I haven't been on YouTube. It's just everything what I told you guys. It's been super fucking hard though. So, again, I don't know if I'm going to be quitting YouTube forever. I don't know if I'm just going to make this a temporary thing. Ooh, I've got to be easy on diesel. I am almost out of diesel. Holy shit. If y'all see that screen at the top of my dash, look to the gauge. Look at the gauge to the right of it. That is my diesel gauge. Holy shit. Okay, I gotta find a gas station. Hold on. Because we are almost out of fucking diesel. Holy hell's bells, America. There's one up here. Okay. I hope we can make it there. We're still 30 minutes away from it. So right now I'm just going to be kind of easy on my diesel. We've got 14 gallons of diesel left. Holy shit. 106 miles. 105 now. If I'm on the gas hard, like it'll suck the gas down. 4, 3, like it sucks it down. So I'm hoping we can make this shit last. Damn, baby, we are almost out of diesel. I can't believe I let it run down that low. I never let this truck run that low on diesel. Normally when I get to like half to a quarter, I normally go ahead and fill it up. I was not paying attention. We're almost at 13,000 miles on this truck too, so it's still fairly new. We'll make it. I mean, it's straight pipe with 8-inch pipes on it. I mean, this truck sounds fucking. Well, I'll pull that in front of you, but I'm almost out of diesel, buddy, so I don't know why my gas light's not on, man. Why is my gas light not on? I pay attention to my gauges, but fuck. There's a damn diesel station right here, because I would have been fucked had there not have been. I'm gonna pull up in here. It's probably gonna take a shit ton to fill this motherfucker up too. Watch, I bet you it will. Depending on how much. Did I just run this bit? Oh, I thought it run out of diesel as soon as I pulled up in here. I was about to say, look at that shit. Diesel is $3.14 a gallon. It ain't terrible. Let's go ahead and fill her up. 27 gallons of diesel, that ain't bad. 86 bucks. About how much it takes to fill my damn truck up. My truck's a 24-gallon tank, and it's like $2 and something out here. $2.80, it's like $2.60 or $2.80 something out here. And it's, holy shit. We're over $1,000 already now. Are we not? We're 900, right under a grand to fill this truck up. Holy shit! But we can go 2,206 miles, 5 miles now, so we're good. Let's hop back on. I probably need it. I ain't slept good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, this shit has been so fucking hard on us. Like, it's been hard as fuck on me. I have had no fucking appetite. Like, I have no appetite. I have no fucking thirst to quench. Like, I'm being so dead serious. I've had no appetite for like months now. I'm eating just little things here and there just to kind of keep me going. And that's just fucking how stressful all this shit's been. jet black with two white racing stripes going straight down the fucking middle of it, tinted brake lights, windows with 5% all the way around. I mean, damn thing was nice. The shit, the money that I had saved up went to all the damn damages. Cause I had probably $6 grand saved up. I was gonna go put $5,000 down on the fucking car, and I was gonna pay my payments, and all the money that I had was straight to the fucking damages. Pissed me off. I had my dream car in the bag, man. That fucking bullshit, dude. I had my dream car in the bag, and I was seriously so damn close to going and signing papers for the motherfucker too. I was so damn close to signing papers on that damn car. And it turned into a fuckfest. YouTube's being kind of stingy on language now, so don't demonetize me. Just let everybody know that this ain't kid appropriate. Even though I was telling younger people earlier, save your money and shit. I had so many good things going before I learned that, man. It was going good. It was going down. For the first time since my papa passed away, it was going good. Oh, what the shit. I'm saying, so shit can happen in the split of a fucking blink of a damn eye. It's a split second of a blink, man. It was fucking bullshit. Started my own business up and everything, and I had a detail business going on. People losing their cars with flood damage and fucking hail damage, tree damage, trees falling on top of them, hail total, people having wrecks, I mean, water flooding the hell out of them, carrying their cars away. I mean, there was one video that was going around about Helene, where a casket was caught floating, like a casket, somebody that was already buried floating down the fucking river because the water was so rough and so aggressive that it literally eroded all the 6 feet of fucking mud, dirt, just a fucking headstone and all, and carried that casket probably 100 miles or better down the river, and nobody was able to find it. And it wasn't only just one of them; like there was multiple. I think it flooded a whole fucking cemetery. It was so damn sad. I mean, I can't imagine, somebody saying, "Oh damn, hey look, there's a casket floating down this river," and then the next thing, Helene goes by and they go to the graveyards and check on their loved ones, and their headstone, their casket, and everything's gone. I can't imagine how that feeling will feel. It's got to be awful. Anyway, we are a mile from our destination, so the old Pete made it. Even though we got a couple of tickets, it'll be alright. I really wasn't worried about the tickets. I just wanted to get all of this out there for y'all, just to kind of tell y'all what's been going on and why I haven't been on YouTube much, why I haven't been on TikTok, Instagram, or anything. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really hate to do this, but I'm probably fixing to deactivate my social media accounts too, because social media is just turning into a bunch of bullshit. You can't even go online and post your truck over something that you're proud of what you've built from what it used to be to where you've got it now without somebody talking shit about it. Social media's got fucking ridiculous. This generation's gone to shit. And this doesn't go for everybody out there, but we've got so many bad parents out in the world that they're teaching these kids the wrong way of life, the wrong way of how to treat people. The way I was treated, I'm gonna just be straight up honest with you. You treat people how you want to be treated, because if you don't, you get the same shit right back at you as to what kind of state I live in. kind of state I live in. You treat us like shit, we're gonna treat you like shit. Right the fuck back and give no fucks about it. We're a southern state. I spent 2 years of my life in Texas. My mama was, lived in Texas for a while, so she don't play those damn games either. Neither does my stepdad. So, I mean, you treat somebody like shit out here, one of two things is gonna happen. One, you either gonna get the same amount of disrespect back that you give me, or somebody's gonna knock your teeth down your damn throat because you fucked with the wrong one. I mean, that's just how it is out here. I know a fuck ton of people out here in this state. I used to be good friends with everybody, and I still don't have a problem with nobody. I ain't got nothing against nobody out here in my state, but somebody fucks with me, and I'm gonna, you disrespect me, and I'm gonna disrespect your ass right back. One thing that I will not put up with is letting somebody fucking run me over, or treat me like dog shit, and them get, oh hey, that's okay, bro. I still love you, bro. Like, oh yeah, you're still cool, bro. No, fuck you. You disrespect me, and I'm gonna disrespect your ass right back. That's what kind of damn state we live in. But when it comes to it, when it comes to a natural disaster like Helene, if we need to be there for one another, we're gonna be there for one another, and we're not gonna hesitate it. And that's what we did. We all gathered together and we started helping one another when Helene came through. So that's why we were finally able to, get things back on track, what, a year later? So not too terribly long. $1.4 billion in damages. I mean, it was just fucking... It's been a rough ride. It's been a damn rough ride. I don't know how the fuck, actually, never mind. I've done this before. Click one of these trailers. I'll swing it out. This is a really fucking tight space, and plus I'm stretched out. This is a stretched Peterbilt. That sounded so fucking wrong. God damn. Oh, that sounded so fucked. My Peterbilt has a stretched frame, so it's kind of... The room I'm working with here is a little bit fucking difficult. So what we're going to do, I think right about there is going to be perfect. There she is. Alright, let's go ahead and get this shit unloaded, and there it is. Excellent. Driving distance 768 miles, 28 hours and 7 minutes taken, 114.2 gallons used, and we are jumping up in levels. We are in the 2040s, baby. 2042. Let's fucking go. I'm a divine champion, bitches. Fuck with me. Anyway. If y'all like this live stream, please let me know down in the damn comments. If y'all want to still see streams from me, blow that damn comment section up. If y'all think I should continue YouTube, let me know. Let me know for sure. Because, I mean, if y'all are willing to still stay, y'all are wanting to see more videos, more content from me, we'll make it fucking happen one way or another. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm taking my fat ass to bed. I will see you guys in the next stream. If y'all